and we're going to do something crazy tonight. I have quite a few random cell phones laying around the house, mostly because whenever I would have a phone die, other people in the house, well, whenever I'd have a phone die and my phone needed to, wait, let me connect to the Wi Fi, that's the wrong one. Um, Somebody else in the house would need to get a new phone. So, I have a couple of good ones laying around. So, we're going to try to do some music. So, we're going to try to do some music. Is it going to work? I don't know. As people come in, they can tell me if it sounds like crap. Hey, M Bully. How you doing? Yes, you are first. What's going on? There we go. I should have definitely got this fired up before. But yeah, tonight we're going to be painting some of these guys here. Not now. Oh, come on. Ask a parent to set up YouTube. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, this is killing me. Definitely should have set this up beforehand. All right. Well, that'll be something I set up later. So no music tonight. Damn. Oh well. You all are just stuck listening to me and my still sick voice. This is one of those just won't go away. And these guys, right at the start, you tell they've just been primed earlier today. So we're going to fire these up and launch them across the table. So this is the start of Army. I want to say 150. I think I've hit 150 now. See, this is normally the part you guys don't see, where I get to find all the supports I missed. Awesome. Awesome. 20 shooter boys is a good place to start. I got Nexus's 3,000 point tournament for OPR on Tabletop Simulator coming up, and I I'm taking orcs and I'm taking a lot of biker orcs. Live chat. There we go. And I ran a test with them last night while I was waiting for the last of this to print off. I think I made a mistake. Biker orcs are fun in theory, but oh, I'm not having much luck. They are definitely a different way to play that I'm not used to. Yeah, they're having trouble staying out of combat, which is weird for an orc to say, but they're not built for it. Hey Silent, how you doing? How you doing? What's up, Terrainaholic? Oh yeah, Orky Train is always great. I love it because it doesn't need to make sense. Yeah, we're all doing pretty good. We're all running through another bout of allergies because today every tree in Michigan decided to drop all of its pollen all at once. The first day it was like up about 75 degrees, so Uh, yeah, see, that's what I was thinking it was going to be. I loved running bikers in 40K. But in OPR, like I said, the hard part I'm having with them is staying in their sweet spot range between, um, well, honestly, between 16 and 18, away from the enemy to shoot at them. Because I have a list. I have a Aliens Hive list at 3,000 points that kind of has a little bit of everything in it. So if I want to be competitive, that's what I test things against. And the bikers are fragile enough that if they get charged by like fast uh, melee grunts, they definitely get hurt. Even though they are 3 wounds apiece, they're still only defense 5. Yeah, see that's the thing too. I when I was down in Florida, we didn't really have like massive pollen drops because it was always warm all year round. So the stuff would just it would like drop pollen. It would like drop pollen 9 months out of the year. So it didn't have like massive waves of stuff like it does up here. Oh yeah. Yeah, these guys are gonna be fun. You don't see it on camera yet, but I have a little baggie of stuff. I went to the hobby store today on my lunch break and bought some new colors. Ow, and I just got stabbed. Hey, Riverboat, how you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Yeah, so these guys are going to be the test. These are the color tests, because even if I put these new colors on and I don't like them, I just cover them in like blood and guts. And it's still on brand. Good. Good, good, good. I was trying to get some music going in the background, but I forgot my YouTube login information. So that's something I will have to set up for next time, which is Thursday will be the next one. And I've got a lot of cool stuff saved out of this army for that. I'm probably going to do the Guardians tomorrow, and then I have spiders and uh, characters and stuff for the army. But yeah, I had. Ugh, excuse my coughing. Good God. I had a lot of fun last week just doing the extra random live stream that I think it's going to become a normal thing. And I think just the way the schedule works out, Mondays are going to be the best for it. But I made the decision today, and I'm like, but I want a live stream tonight. So here I am. Hello. There we go. Give that just a minute to dry. And for these, I did something different with the bases. I went and got myself some air dry clay, and then from CMM. I forgot what those initials are for, but I know the file says CMM. I'm using his mech graveyard roller, which I didn't clean out all that great. I'm gonna have to take a toothbrush or something to it for all the bases. So that worked out pretty okay. I just have to look up some things to figure out what I got to put on the roller to stop it from sticking to it. because I was pulling it off the table, and it was a mess, and I was covered in covered in it yesterday. I almost turned the live stream on then. But after the first one, I was like, oh, I am failing so hard. I don't want anyone to see this. All right. Next, because they are robots, we're going to do another round of dry brush. I'm going to use this one, this actual dry brush. We're going to use the Silver Acrylic Essentials. Yeah, custom miniature maker, that's it. He was advertising his stuff on Reddit when I bought those. And I was like, I just clicked on it, paid the $10 or whatever it was, hit download, and then it sat for like a month. That'll just be a real quick silvering, just to give us a base of silver to work from. I like this stuff because this silver will give you like a good shiny coverage as long as it's on a lighter color. So it's another. I was contemplating priming these guys black. Then I remembered silver is going to look like crap on top of it. It is definitely not lead belcher, that's for sure. Yep. This is just gonna, you see here how it kind of shades itself just with the highlights that the white put on there. I mean, it's just subtle, but this is definitely not going to be the last silver we do. This just gives it a shiny start. Oh, that's another thing too. You know how I said I was looking for the John Blanche paint sets? Well, at the store I went to today, the place I go to is just a straight up hobby shop. They have like one demo table for games, but it's mostly like trains, RC stuff. But there next to the Army Painter rack was both of the John Blanche boxes. Color scheme for the Vampiric Undead Wolves. Well, I mean, black wolves with just deep red in the ripped up parts of them is always good. That depends. If you want to do black, you know, that's a good one. Darker brown, just dirty dogs because they are, you know, zombie dogs. But yeah, they were both sitting there, and I was like, oh, I don't have an extra $100 on me. Otherwise, I would have got them both. Even then, I still picked it up and looked at it and was like, I don't know. I could justify it to myself, but then, you know, that'll definitely be something I walk in the door and my wife will be like, what the hell? I gotta do the YouTuber thing and like set up a business account and stuff. So I can write some of that off. Be like, oh yeah, 100% tax write-off on my paint. Sorry. real subtle difference you can see here between the silver and the white. Just because with the paints we're going to put over top of it, the silver is going to let us be shiny. Hey, pure white wolves? Well, I can see if you based your vampiric undead on like a very northern part, like they're dire wolves or something. Alright, we're almost done with the first coats, I promise. And then I get to show off my bag of goodies. Okay. Okay, my paint water is now tainted with metallic flake. That's alright. Hold on, the next one. Okay, goodie bag time. I love how they wrapped it up like it was like I'm taking a bagged lunch. Okay, so here we are. The original reason why I went is that I was running out of Grim Black. So I got 2 more. But these are the colors I'm thinking about using for these. Well, not burnt moss. That's just a... I always like to pick up one random color, just to expand the collection. But I'm thinking for the bodies, it is going to be mummified grime. Let me pull the hair that I'm looking right at it. Here we go. So for the bodies, it's going to be mummified grime. Everything, torso, legs. We're going to leave some of the metal exposed as like the moving joints. And then for the head and the shoulders, we're going to try burnished red. And we'll see how this works. And then for the larger stuff, I got some streaking grime. So I'm going to actually have to look up how this works. I have no real idea how to use it. And we'll figure it out. So let's start off with the mummified grime. Start from the bottom, move it up. Alright, and that's everyone's favorite time. Zoom. It's a little more zoomed. Alright. It says it's greenish gray. That, just for the usual, we'll give it that much flow aid. And then I didn't realize I've mixed up all my brushes. DU. That one will work. Shake the DU. Oh, oh yeah, I can feel that it is chunky in there. So yeah, that's gonna be a YouTube video and be something for the Thursday stream. All right, let's see what this looks like. Okay. Okay. Yes, these are robot legions. These are the flesh eaters. They're like the equivalent of the flesh terrors or flesh. I don't know. They're the guys who pop up out of the ground and assault people. What is this? Little chunk of stuff in there. Flayed ones. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. I think I'm gonna do that big back part in the red too. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do those two. Sorry, my voice is gonna be cracking because I'm just bleh. Okay, let's go ahead and power through these. Let me get my bigger brush. Don't need to be that much controlled with it. Just get all the hairs off of it. Good lord. Oh, those are the spiders for the Robot Legion Army. Like I said, I'm saving those for Thursday. Mostly because those are the ones I'm definitely going to be using the Streaking Grime on. Do I take anything? Well, that's the thing. I never really had allergies before this, so not really. It's definitely something now that I've reached 40. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to work on. All right. So yeah, this army list, I accidentally, and Uncle C was yelling at me because of like accidentally my ass. Um, I accidentally made an army list where it deploys one model and everything else ambushes. It's got 3 of these squads in it, and then it has all the cat hairs. Then it has the 2 spiders that I gave Tunneler to, and then it's got a Guardian squad that I gave them the jetpacks, so they ambush as well. And we are we're a couple weeks away from this one being on the channel because I got us so caught up with stuff. We're going into the next one you guys are going to see is um no, it's the plague demons, I think. Yes, plague demons is this next week, and then the week after that it's going to be the volcanic undead. volcanic volcanic dwarves. Good God. And then after that is the Oni army, and then after that is the Gator army, and then it'll be this guys. These guys. Yeah, those Onis are going to be fun. They're on the table waiting for their game this weekend. Yeah, the volcanic dwarves one. That one actually surprised the crap out of me. I'm gonna not spoiler it, but just wow, just wow. Especially after the showing they had last time I used them. Wow. That would be a cool name. And now I'm thinking about like magma bats. Yeah, I also had these on the table while I was doing the gator terrain on their bases. So there's hot glue, hairs, and everything. This is oh, I'm a professional. Well, their music is fire. What's on the printer? Um, what is on the printer? Oh, Havoc Warriors. For Age of Fantasy. They just started. That's actually the first plate of them on there right now. It's all their bases. I usually start with the bases because I get impatient and I like to start throwing stuff together before the whole army's done getting printed. I am still running my Mars 2 Pro, the little workhorse that could. The machine that I have printed thousands of models on. What's the range for the H Warriors? Oh, the Havoc Warriors. What am I using? I am using the Monstrous Encounter models because he had that big sale this last month, and you guys still got time if you want to go get his entire catalog for $20 because he's had some family tragedies, and instead of looking for just straight donations, he decided that he was going to put out a deal. He had it's got a lot of barbarians and havoc warriors in there in the army list, and he got some old school versions. Hey, Mr. Mean, how you doing tonight? Yeah, there are tons of undead in that bundle. My favorite, and this is gonna sound weird, my favorite is his halflings, just because halflings are hard to come by. Like I got the bundle, and I saw those on the list. I'm like, oh, I could do something with these. I feel like, hold on, a little bit. It looks like it's been getting a little bit darker as we went along. A serious beep up in cosplay prep. Uh oh, what happened? Desert Raider halflings. Hmm. Yeah, there's a couple armies I have on the list of some armies I've already sourced models for that I'm looking forward to making, and I'm off camera again. Um, well, I think it's the Rebels. Um, was it the Rebels? I don't know. One of the yeah. Let's just say it's Rebels. Come on, Fitz. You know what you're doing. I got the models that the guy made that are based off of the Dune movies. So I am going to have a whole lot of fun printing and making those. Yep, the Harkonnens. And once again, here I am bad with names. It's the Dark something, like Dark Fire Designs. Something. This guy does a lot of Star Wars models. Oh, okay. putting some knuckles together. Yeah, yeah, he puts out some good stuff. Puts out some good stuff. Yeah, I haven't tried to make any cosplay stuff in years and years and years ago. In what feels like a previous life, I used to be an auto body mechanic or an auto body technician. One of the first jobs I got out of college because I was like, I know how to turn a wrench. I can fix stuff. I can sculpt a car out of Bondo. So I had access to a ton of sheet steel. And so I started making a suit of armor for the Renaissance Festival. It was good. It looked great. I was told it was very heavy because I made everything out of like actual sheet steel. Wore it one time, and then I'm like, oh yes, I live in Florida. An entire suit of armor kind of sucks when the medieval fair is like in the summertime. And then I switched over to being a warrior priest from Warhammer Fantasy. I got to cut a lot of the armor off of it. Ooh, missing stuff here. The real funny part is like I had friends who were avid uh, Renaissance festivals and pirate festival goers, and I showed up with it because I told them I was building a suit of armor. They thought it was plastic, and my friend James punched it, about broke his wrist. He was like, "Oh, oh God." But then after that, I started going to the pyre festivals down there, and I fell in love with firing cannons. So I kind of stopped going to the Renaissance festival. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, chainmail was something I tried a little bit of it and just was losing my mind. I was like, no, I'm all for tedious work, but for some reason that just my brain was not computing chainmail. Oh yeah, when I did it, I didn't even rivet it. That was just bending it in shape. Oh, no, no babies this week. No, the worst thing I had was a leaking basement so far, and I got to teach my other techs. They're like, "Oh, we call a contractor?" I'm like, "No, let me introduce you to hydraulic cement. We're gonna go patch it ourselves. Get some gloves and work fast." Yeah, this got really dark as it sat in the pot. Okay, okay, we're learning stuff about new colors. Okay. Now we're going to switch over to burnished red. So we'll just typewriter everything this way. Let that one go. Bring this over. New one. Mummified grime. So mummified grime came out pretty good on that. It's kind of the exact look I was going for, like a brown, nasty, tarnished looking metal. All right. It's a fresh bottle, so we're gonna shake the crap out of it. And switch back over this one as I drop it. All right. And yes, this is where I go get my paints now. Ryder's Hobby Shop here in Flint, Michigan. If you guys are in the area, you can see he sells speed paints for $5, which is the cheapest I've found around. And like I said, it's a full blown hobby shop. So I go in there for paint, and then he catches me walking around looking at all the scale modeling stuff. Asking if he can help me. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm just daydreaming about stuff. All right, that's a little too much paint on there. I have a feeling this is going to be bold. All right. Let's see what all this looks like. All right. So the question is, do we like it? I like it. I'm gonna go back through and pick out all the spikes and stuff with some silver when we are closer to done. It's definitely different, and I like it. I like it. Oh hey Kelvin, how's Puerto Rico? awesome. Mm. Yeah. So, what other random things we got to talk about? Oh, the Horus Heresy leak was interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put like a. I don't know. I feel like I need to have like a, oop, like a bright yellow or something in here. I might put like a hazard stripe somewhere on these. Where? I don't know yet. Oh, that's Monstrous Encounters. Monstrous Encounters. He's selling his whole catalog for $20. He's got his thing on there. If you read why, if you want to donate some more, and yeah, 6 years worth of stuff. It's I don't know what is it like. I think it was 129 files. There are 129 different things. Oh, another thing I saw in that group of files that I kind of was excited about is he has uh, Arbites. He looks like he's got just straight up Judge Dredd models in there. He's got the full camping. He's got like range squads, close combat squads, heavy weapons, tons of undead and Bretonians. You can make multiple undead armies. Oh, yeah, GW League, yes. The Horus Heresy 3.0 or 2.5, whatever it is. Their new uh, Army box set got leaked. And it has the Saturnine Terminators and Dreadnought in it. And I have always been a fan of the old Saturnine army they did. Just it looks like a linebacker dialed up to 11. That's why I kind of liked it. And the new ones they came out with, are the new ones they're showing off with the leak that is totally not a leak. I love how they made the Horus Hearsay website just to be like, oh yeah, this isn't our website, but it's totally our website. Um, I liked how simple they used to be. These new ones, uh, good lord, I am not a fan of the new ones. Like the Saturnines that I made from Heresy Labs, I like those. They were still simple but detailed enough to look good. But like the whole direction they're going with the Horse Heresy stuff, like the art direction they're going, I was trying to put my finger on why I didn't like them. And As I was looking at that box art today, it hit me. And I was like, oh God, I sound like such an art major. But it looks like Michael Bay Transformers dressed up as North Korean generals that reminded me of the Bayard tapestry and Orthodox idolism. Idolism. You know, the religious paintings they make. And it was just, these are just so busy. And, you know, just the over detailing of their models that they've been doing the last 5 or 10 years. It's just ridiculous to me. And then on top of that, they're all single pose models. Just 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 blah. Oh, good lord. I don't know. And just the price keeps going up and up and up. The detail level has reached a point where I know if I got them, there would just be parts that I would not paint. There'd be parts where I'm like, just blend together because I'm not picking out all of the raised edges and all the rivets and all the little icons and stuff everywhere on them. That and the Saturnine Praetor character, he looks like he's out of Age of Sigmar. All right, Terrainaholic, we'll catch you next time. I'll be here. Yeah, I think the way I'm going to structure adding an extra live stream in. Oh, let's see here. What faction would fit the cog soldiers from Gears of War? Probably Battle Brothers. Probably Battle Brothers because they are definitely big boys. At least that's where I would want to try to put them. But yeah, I think the way I'm going to structure the earlier in the week live stream is going to be mostly color blocking because that's my schedule in getting armies out is that Monday and Tuesday is usually color blocking. Then Wednesday, that's when I start doing some detail work. And I also get to do some experimenting with colors like this. Why wouldn't GW do the dark age of technology? Well, um, they might one day, but they're kind of sitting in a spot where they don't have to. Like they're the world's leading miniature company, and they don't need to take on any more projects, so they don't have to. Although we would love to see it. We'd love to see like the War in Heaven with the Quarks and the early Eldar and stuff like that. But we'll never see that. Hell, I mean, they're going back to Armageddon again for another campaign. It's like there are millions of worlds in the Imperium of Man, but we're only going to focus on like 6. We're going to have all of our special characters all show up to fight on the same planet for absolutely no stakes. Everyone's going to walk away from it. Oh man, I've already been going an hour. Good lord. Maybe. Maybe. I'll tell you what, if Trench Crusade, after they finalize all the rules and stuff, and they, if they can get like a mass battle game or like a normal sized game, I don't know what it's called, the one, at the same scale of 40K, at that point, I think GW is going to have to pay attention. But as it stands right now, I think Games Workshop is just going, yeah, Trench Crusade. That's a funny little skirmish game. We don't got to worry about them. Yeah, yeah. I hope that I hope that they have a plan. Yeah, Privateer Press definitely did not do themselves any favors. Um, even Steamforged now with releasing a lot of stuff in STL format, which I fully, endorse. But they released a lot of it for free. It's kind of questionable up there to see where they go. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the War Machine Tribe release. How's that going? Good lord. Yeah, Trench Crusade did kind of they they don't know when to shut the hell up. Full models. Mm, hmm. Okay, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version from what I've been paying attention about. They used to be like at the beginning of their release, they were on a different company's Discord server, and that was they didn't have their own, so that's just kind of where everyone congregated. And it just so happens to be right about the time the female custodies things happened, and so a lot of people decided to boycott Games Workshop about it. And then Trench Crusade showed up, and they went, "Hey, this looks grimdark. This looks awesome. I'm gonna hop in here." Oh, I gotta drink something. Something. So the other company who ran the Discord started banning a lot of people on the Trench Crusades Discord section because they say that they were getting too religious and too political about a game that is about religion and politics. I don't know. More religion, less politics, but it's still in there. Like banning people asking about South America factions and who they would be fighting for, the Christians or the demons. And it went on for a while. They banned an awful lot of people. Do I want to? Yes, we're gonna do some yellow. I think this will be the last color before I call it a night. But we got time. Oop, that's the wrong palette. And then word got back to the Trench Crusade guy, and instead of going, "Hey, don't ban people," he went, "I have full confidence that you're getting banned for a reason." And just, I can see why, because that was their only Discord. They hadn't set anything else up, but still, that started rubbing people the wrong way. And then that kind of became a rallying cry for the Trent. The Trench Crusade was owning the chuds, whatever the hell that means. And then things died down after a while, and they did their release. And then I think it was at Adepticon or right after Adepticon, they released a world map that got a lot of people upset. Okay, where am I going to put this yellow? I'm going to put these hazard stripes. I think I'll do it there, and there, maybe. Oh, this is going to require a couple coats. I hate yellow. Yeah, I've been seeing the ads for Doom 1490. I haven't really looked into it yet. Well, mostly because I didn't got the time. But so they released the map, and then all of a sudden, everyone who was happy about owning the Chuds got rather upset because it showed that it was. I think they said it was white centric. And again, it's Europe in 1914. I mean, I don't know what they were expecting. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do some hazard striping there. Let me get this. I think I went a little overboard with the flow stuff there. So I don't know what Trench Crusade is doing. I just know that I liked the vibe of the game. That's why I did my OPR set of Trench Crusade stuff. There we go. That's the bright yellow I'm looking for. Because these are supposed to be like old elven machinery or old elven AI before they kind of went, hey, elves kind of suck. Yeah. Now, see, I talked with the Trench Crusade guys when I was at Adepticon, and it wasn't really anything substantive. Good night, Kelvin, because it was like day 4 of the con, and they were I could tell they were shot just like I was shot too. It was kind of like, how you guys doing? Stuff. So I don't know. I can't give you any insider information on anything because I don't know nothing. Yeah, that's a big thing too. I remember looking at the map like, oh, that's it. Okay. The hopelessness wasn't quite as widespread as I thought it was going to be. mostly just little pockets around the map. Well, see, that's the thing. It's not World War One. It is just the First Crusade that has lasted 900 years. Another thing too is a lot of people were going, we need tanks in the Trench Crusade. I'm like, tanks weren't invented yet, guys. It'd be like complaining there's no jets in your Revolutionary War game. Well, yeah, there was there were some tanks in World War One, but that was towards the end of World War One, and again, there wasn't 900 years of warfare before. Oh yeah, armored cars and machine guns. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But I mean, they also have walking dreadnought cathedrals, so I mean, those are the tanks. Well, that's just something they're going to have to think about when they go to like a larger scale of the game. Armored cars and cavalry and other different demon types. Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Donald Trump that said something about George Washington and F-15s. I don't know. That was one of those. I heard he said something like that, and I just kind of rolled my eyes, like, yeah, okay. Good lord. Sorry, guys. Like I said, my allergies are slowly killing me. Well, see, yeah, that's the thing. Like one day, I think they are going to try to they're going to try to make a separate version that is not a skirmish game. At least I hope. All right, Steve. Catch you later. Oh, okay. You said that. Like I said, I wasn't paying attention to it. That was just an eye roll. Like, okay. I was like, yeah, that's just something he would say. Whatever. This is why we beat the British. They were coming across the ocean and we hit them with F-16s. An American submarine. Yeah, this will be fun here. Putting on this yellow, and then we hazard stripe it, and then we have fun beating it up. So these guys come from underground. At least I think they come from underground. Yeah, when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor. Sometimes he gets a little bit over his skis, which is it's fine. I say dumb stuff all the time too. Yep, there were submarines in the Civil War. I've seen schematics of the submarines of the Civil War, and they are quite literally death trap. Well, wasn't the first um, wasn't the first the iron-sided ships, like the first metal ships, weren't those in the Civil War? The Minotaur or Matador something, and I can't remember the name of the other one, but yeah, they just kind of like shot at each other for an entire day and then just went home. Oh, the Monitor and the Merrimack. Got it. I knew it was M. It's one of those. I know some stuff about the Civil War, but I'm definitely not a Civil War enthusiast. See, there we go. There was a sub in the Revolution. I have a feeling that these robot legions here are going to be over the whole army. It's going to be like a kaleidoscope of colors. Because if you watch my first robot legion video, I I wasn't too happy with the way the paint came out on those. It was pretty much just silver and black, super basic. And then after getting an up close look at the mini wargaming models they used, I'm like, man, I gotta put a whole lot more color in stuff. All right. Well, guys, this is going to be as far as we get today or tonight. And then, oh, you can see the yellow is kind of pooling down here and making its own little color gradients. All right, that's going to work fine because we're gonna like I said, we're gonna hazard stripe it and then we're gonna beat the shit out of it because we're gonna have a lot of color, but by God, they are going to be busted. Cars are all different colors. Why wouldn't robots be? Yeah, I for this campaign that I am putting together for it's going to be Robot Legion versus the High Elves. I keep thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna put it on a Robot Legion planet that was an elf planet that they're trying to take back, and I'm thinking, what would Robot Legions do to a planet? And my mind keeps going back to they would just pave it. They would knock down every hill and fill up every ocean and just make it flat. And I'm like, whoa, that's going to be a rough game. And they would like build boxes for buildings or even they would build everything underground. Yeah, it would be like Coruscant, but it would be super efficient because these guys would just, sleep in closets pretty much. Like one apartment building could hold 5,000 robot legionnaires. And then, yeah, resource consolidation. Yeah, they would like be entirely. They would pursue things like energy builds and, you know, resource management. I don't know. I gotta get my head into the mind of a robot to figure out how their planet would look. If anyone has any ideas, you can jump on the Discord and throw them on there. Because that will be happening pretty soon. Pretty much as soon as this army is done. Because I got a couple of high elf fleet armies. I have. I'm gonna. I'm gonna have like the. We're gonna be doing mostly Grimdark future games with this instead of there's still going to be fleet fighting, but like at the beginning of the episodes, like I'll play war fleets. I'm probably going to do it on tabletop simulator just to make it look cooler. I'll have like an update from space at the beginning of every one of the games and giving a backstory on what's happening. But that is a question and a problem for tomorrow, Fitz. Tonight, Fitz, we're done. That's all we're gonna do here. And then we got all that to do over there, and then here's the Guardians, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So I really don't want to be networked anymore. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll come up with something. So yeah, that'll do it for me tonight, guys. I hope you're having fun playing OPR wherever you are. And I'll see you on the next live stream on Thursday. And we have we got a video coming out tomorrow morning. So I'll catch you later. Good night.